we're live. Just ignore this part, inmates. It's okay, I just dropped mine. Of course I had to do that while we were live. One of these days we'll get this whole thing sorted out. Does my phone not fit in here anymore? Hey, Shelly.
Oh, what?
Did I break this? Jesus Christ. I know you can't see anything. Hey, Ellen.
Better turn this down.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Hi, everyone.
Why are we zoomed? There we go.
Hi, everyone.
There she is.
What show do they say that on?
I have no idea. Hey, everybody. That was a Simpsons thing, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Oh, I can't remember.
We are watching you on the TV in the living room. Very cool. Can you guys hear us right now? It says you're muted. What are you?
What was going on with the camera?
Okay. Well, they can hear us.
Darian was having a bad moment.
I, as usual, am grossly unprepared for life in general. All right, inmates. Let's kill this before YouTube throws us out of here. They've been looking for a reason to do it for a while. What am I doing? Hey, Monica's back, everybody.
I'm here. I'm not sure about this mic, what he has going. Okay,
I told you.
we're ready.
He gets weird with the microphone. I probably should have had all this stuff sorted out before I clicked go live. But that's just not my style. I'm here. I made it. Full beard. Look at all this gray I got here. This is
Yeah, look at all
3
this
weeks worth of growth. You
This
can
is not-
you like, what do? You bleach it out? You tan it out? Is that what you do? I don't have that option. It just keeps coming. I think I'm gonna give this another 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna get rid of it. Look at how old I look. Look at how old I look right now.
Women think it's sexy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Angel said I look like Negan.
Oh, there
I
you
was-
go.
I was
can
like,
see
yes,
that.
I do, actually.
Yes, there you go.
Negan, you say. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have one gray hair
Yeah.
down below.
I thought you shaved.
No,
down
I
below.
do shave, but like
When
when
it comes in.
yeah, when
you
it
get
comes
one?
in, there's one gray one. I'm like, look at that one gray hair.
How am
Isn't
I
that
the
weird?
only one getting gray hair? You're older than I am. Buddy's older than I am. I'm the only one with gray hair.
Oh, it's all over here. That's what hair
You
dye
just
is for.
keep dyeing it. Is that what you
Bleach.
do?
Yeah.
I got a weird thing. Look at this. It's dark here. It's dark there. Gray down there. And then I'm getting like this weird mange thing on the sides. Dude.
That's like the Wolfman thing.
Like the Wolfman, I don't think it's like a homeless thing. Look at that. It's on both sides. It's nice and thick right through here. Over here, it's like a weird kind of cancer patient type.
Yeah. Have you seen my husband lately with his?
Is he trying to grow one?
Well, it's No Shave November.
Oh,
right?
is he doing it too?
Yeah,
I haven't
he's
seen
doing
him
it
since
too.
Halloween. So.
Yeah. Some
How's he
lady
looking?
told him, she's all, oh, I really like it. I think you should leave it. And I'm like, yeah, why don't you leave it?
Yeah. Just go ahead and leave then. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to give it probably... My wife wants me to keep it till Christmas.
Yeah, leave it.
I don't know, man.
We'll let you know then
if
if it looks good or not.
It feels like somebody is rubbing a peppered pastrami on my face at all times.
Oh.
Think about that.
Yeah.
It feels like there's like bugs creeping.
Does it itch?
No, I'm past that part.
Oh, you're past
That was like 2 days of hell. It's like, and you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna shave this, and there's gonna be like 35 zits all up in here that I didn't even know about. God damn it, with the stupid beard thing. When did we decide that beards were hot all of a sudden? Because we went like a good 30 years of hot dudes not having beards. And then out of nowhere, in like 2002, everybody started growing beards again.
Well,
I like the beard. I'm so happy Alan is growing his.
See?
Well, okay, Shelly, let's talk about this for a second. You know
It
what?
makes you look more manly.
Until you're eating chicken wings and you get a nice reservoir of sauce just hanging down here. And of course, nobody's going to tell you about it.
No.
So you're just chilling like, oh, I got these chicken wings. In the meantime, you got like a permanent orange thing going on. And since this shit is gray, I'm not hiding anything. It sticks out.
Yeah, and until it gets like to that soft stage,
it
hurts when they're down there.
You hear that?
It's pokey.
It's like a Brillo. It's like a Brillo pad.
Yes.
Like somebody's messing around with steel wool. Forget it. Can we do a podcast?
Yeah,
please?
let's
Jesus
do the
Christ.
movie. Let's do a horror
Enough
movie.
about my facial hair and Monica's facial hair and other hair. She's got all kinds of hair. Who's on with us? Alan? Shelly? Anybody else? 7 people. Welcome to the show. We've decided to abandon the usual format of talking about horror movies. We're just going to talk about my beard for about 45 minutes. You guys don't mind, do you? A lot of hot beard talk. Disgusting. All right, let's get this party started. Sorry for the earlier confusion.
Oh, Shelly said, "Oh, I know."
You know about what?
She knows. You know about the pokey feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's never. You're
right.
like, isn't your tongue long enough? Pull your face back. Did I just say that? I'm sorry. We need to be like a sex show. Just kidding.
Your husband doesn't watch this, does he?
I don't know if he does.
My wife doesn't.
Oh.
Every now and then she'll be like, I heard you in there talking about my sister, you son of a bitch. You're going to hurt her feelings. Well, she doesn't watch it either, so who gives a shit? Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some zombies, shall we? That's right, inmates. It's my microphone. I got to get used to this again. All right, inmates, we're talking about Dawn of the Dead. This is the 2004 remake. As if there's more than one remake. It's directed by Zack Snyder, written by James Gunn. This one stars Jake Weber, Sarah Polley, and Ving Rhames. What did you think of Jake Weber? Is he pretty hot to trot or no?
Which one was he?
Mike. He's like the main guy. Yeah.
No?
Why
no.
not? Not enough facial hair.
No, he's just not good looking.
Not enough tattoos. Probably looks like he's a guy that looks like he has a job. Monica does not find that quality attractive in men. Because she only likes homeless dudes and people that hang out at post offices and bus stops. Rock concerts, for Christ's sakes. Now, this is a remake of the 1978 classic by George Romero. I would struggle to call it a remake, really, because this is like a whole other movie.
Shelley said he wasn't cute at all. Either.
No, you don't think so, Shelley? Jake Weber? Mm-hmm. What about, well, really, he's the only dude. Well, I mean, there's Mekhi Phifer, who's doing his best impression of DMX through the whole movie. Mm-hmm. Ving Rhames, who's a scary black man. And he turned it up for this one.
The only other guy that I would have slept with was the
security guard.
Not the one with the mustache, but the other one.
The one that looked like Peyton Manning?
The one that was younger.
The doofus?
The doofus.
Get out. Get out. That guy looked just like Peyton Manning. Oh. Are you going to tell me you're into Peyton Manning?
No,
you get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
not. I am not. But he'd be the only one.
He looked just like Peyton Manning. Inmates? She's telling us she's into Peyton. All right, whatever. That guy was a doofus.
He was a little dorky.
Oh, my God.
Trainable.
All right. So,
hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim's in the house.
Inky Binky's on, too.
Oh, hey, Breezy. Good to see you. So that's what our story is going to be in that vein. And really the only similarities we have are the zombie apocalypse and the shopping mall.
No.
Right? Is there more? What do you think?
Oh, no, I meant the opposite. That this movie, I had one really
What?
problem that okay, I'll let you get into
Okay,
it.
well,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, Monica didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why. She's already. I'm trying to set the cameras up, and she's already got her hand up, like, "Oh, this movie, fuck this movie." Brr. She gets so angry sometimes. It's probably somebody in there with like a weird lip thing or something. We'll get into that. Anyway, our movie picks up at a hospital, and we're going to meet our main character. Her name is Anna, and she is played by Sarah Polley. What did you think of Sarah Polley?
She's fine.
Very attractive, I think.
Yeah.
She's working a double shift. Now, there's a common fan theory here that as the movie opens, we get that x-ray of a skull, and she's talking to the doctor about what's going on with that patient, that was actually the first zombie.
Oh.
And it's possible. It's not substantiated.
Okay.
But the thing is that the patient was moved to ICU after he was bitten on the hand. And why would he be in intensive care if it was just a hand bite? And
Right.
they're running toxicology reports on this guy as if there was some kind of a weird chemical reaction or he's acting strangely or something like that. It's not consequential to the movie, though. It's just a fan theory. So from there, we're going to follow Anna home. We get a little bit of chaos around the hospital. Not a lot, though. Just like some paramedics running around and, oh, it's starting early tonight. All of this shit. From there, we're going to follow Anna home. She's got a pretty picturesque life, I would say. Other than being overworked at the hospital.
But
Fiance.
they make good money.
Yeah, a nice house, nice
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yes.
Goes home, spends the night with her husband. The news reports are already on TV. I think they were calling it civil unrest or something like that.
Something
It's
like
like
that.
riots in the downtown Milwaukee area. This movie takes place in Milwaukee, by the way. Here in Wisconsin month in the padded room,
Wisconsin.
courtesy of Dee Von Drossik of the Horror Hose. Unfortunately, they're too busy having sex in the shower to see any of these
Right.
reports, which leads me to believe that these two have not been married for very long. Yeah, I remember the days when we had sex in the shower. Not me and you. As soon as I said that, I thought, oh, that doesn't sound good, does it? When me and my wife would have sex in the shower, that was a long time ago, and a place far, far away. And that is not happening anymore, I can assure you of that. Not without a kid banging on the door. Daddy! Get out of here!
A big enough shower.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not for the want of real estate in there. It's just that two kids running around.
Put him to bed.
They would stay in bed. I would love to do that. Oh, forget it. With sex in the shower, yes or no?
No.
I'm not a fan myself.
No.
The rest of this podcast, we're going to be talking about sex in weird places. So that's it on Dawn of the Dead. I give it a thumbs up. She says no. Anyway. So from there, we would cut to the next morning in which a little girl has wandered into her house. And this little girl is a zombie, obviously, because she's got like a weird, this whole part of her face is off. And the husband wakes up and he's like, oh my God, it's, what's her name? Let's call an ambulance. And he goes to help her out. She bites his neck open and then comes running full speed down the hallway.
Yeah.
Stevie's in the house.
Hi, Steve.
Rock on, Stevie. I'm glad you're safe, sir. I understand things got a little hot in your neck of the woods. Anyway, the kid, this 9-year-old is on crack, and this is going to set the tone for the movie and the zombies in the movie for the duration. These are fast-moving zombies.
Yes.
What?
This is what I don't like about
You got a
it.
problem with fast-moving zombies?
Yes, zombies are dead. You're not supposed to be a marathon runner or a speed runner.
They could be fast zombies if they're freshly dead, right?
No.
You don't think so?
You're dead.
Well, then you should be laying down. You shouldn't be a
rigor
zombie.
mortis is setting in.
After, if you give it a little while, how long does it take for rigor mortis to set in?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
go by whatever the 1986 Return of the Living Dead.
Those were fast zombies too.
Well, not really.
Yeah, they were. They were hauling ass. They were calling for paramedics. If those are the zombies you want to go with, we'd really be fucked here, Monica, because they'll pretend they're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Come on down from the roof there. Anyway, these are fast zombies, dude, and they are not fucking around. They are hungry, and they are looking to eat your asshole. This little girl especially, she bites a giant hole in his neck.
Oh, it takes 3 hours for it to set in, according to Alan.
That's plenty of time. You could wreck a lot of shit in 3 hours.
I guess.
What is her problem? She doesn't like fast zombies. All right. Anyway, so these are fast zombies, obviously, and they are pissed off. So, and the resurrection happens in like a matter of minutes.
Yes.
Which is even worse. This is a really fucked zombie apocalypse right here. The husband dies. Obviously, he's got a big hole in his neck. He gets up almost immediately, starts chasing Anna around the house. That scene where she goes into the bathtub, Sarah Pauly got a concussion from that. If you watch, you can see the back of her head hit the shower.
I never really noticed.
She's a rock star, that one. Anyway, Sarah manages to escape, gets in the car. The whole suburban neighborhood is now a picture of chaos. People shooting each other, houses on fire, trying to pull each other out of cars, zombies all over the place. The husband actually jumps out of the bathroom window after her and chases her a little bit and then gets sidetracked and goes and tackles a neighbor. That's pretty gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
You know, if these were Romero zombies, Anna could just leisurely walk out of her house.
Yeah.
Have time to make herself a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Hey.
I wouldn't even have a chance with these zombies.
Nobody would, dude. I would be
You would.
for a few minutes
You
until like.
and your wife would.
Oh.
The rest of us would
Oh,
be
my
fine.
wife, not a chance. She'd be like, "Wait, I want to tidy up the place before we go. I don't want to leave it messy, honey. Get the fuck out of the house. We're gonna get eaten." Anyway, like I said, she doesn't listen to this, so I can say unless she's standing outside the door, in which case I'm gonna have a problem later. So she takes off. A lot of chaos and confusion. She gets stuck in traffic. We get to see a really gnarly scene of a young lady being eaten in the back of a bus. And these fucking zombies are not, these are like violent zombies. And they might just beat you to death before they even get to the biting stage, is what it looks like. It's pretty gnarly. She, unfortunately, in this traffic jam, some asshole tries to pull her out of her car. So she just kind of punches the gas and goes veering off into the woods. Apparently, right along the freeway there in Milwaukee, there's like a big wooded area. Veers off, goes into the woods, smacks into a tree, and knocks herself unconscious. That was our opening sequence, dude.
Yeah.
That was like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Holy shit! This is setting the precedence of what's coming. This is going to be a bad motherfucker. Wakes up a little while later, gets out of her car, starts staggering around, comes across a police officer played by Ving Rhames. This guy is pretty goddamn scary, even without the zombie apocalypse. Like if I got pulled over by Ving Rhames, I would probably just surrender. I'd confess to whatever, sir. I give up. I'm drunk, and you are very intimidating. So, where do I sign, or what do I have to do? I don't know. She just kind of starts tagging along with him, and they go under a tunnel. And as soon as they come out the other side, somebody starts shooting at them. And then we're going to meet our next group of survivors. It's a guy named Mike, a guy named Andre, and his wife, fiance Luda. Was it Luba? I want to say Luda. She's Russian.
We'll just call her Lufa.
Lufa. She'll scrub your back in the shower. If you take her in the shower, she'll give you a nice rub down. She's pregnant, by the way, with Andre's baby. So that's going to add another layer of complication here. So they're like, hey, we finally get some dialogue going on here. We find out that the cop wants to get to a nearby army base called Fort Pastor, where his brother is stationed. And he's hoping that that'll be, he can reconnect with his brother, and that'll be like some kind of a safe refuge for everybody. Unfortunately, the group that they just connected with is coming from that direction. And they're like, hey, you can't go that way. There's too many goddamn zombies. There used to be 8 of us. Now we're down to 3 because we thought we would go to Fort Pastor too. So they're like, oh, okay, well, fuck that idea. So now the new plan is to go to a shopping mall, which just happens to be right over this little enclave that they're at. So they go over there. They start looking around the mall. They break in. They're being chased by zombies. They get inside, and everything's cool for a minute or two. They get into like an employees area, and then they come out in one of the stores, and they have to break the glass, and then they start looking around. They're safe for a minute or two. They start looking around. we find like a sporting goods store, and we're like, we're gonna go in there and get some weapons. So Mike goes in there and he finds a zombie janitor who is eating one of the other janitors already. And what the fucked thing about this is that if you're really watching this scene, you can see that janitor number 2, the victim janitor, is still alive in that scene. He's like trying to get away from the zombie janitor.
Oh, yeah.
And so if they had done a little less dicking around, they might have been able to save that dude. On the other hand, he's a fucking janitor. So
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to bring to the table
Yeah.
other than a mop.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he could do
Probably
clean
got some
up,
keys.
clean
Janitors
up
usually
in
have
aisle
keys.
12.
Yeah, mop up after all the zombies. So that's pretty cool. They get looking around and they come across another zombie who looks like a security guard. So they manage to overpower him. Ken, the police officer, and him get like into a tussle in the fountain, the water fountain, or the, what do you call that? Wishing well, whatever it is. It's like
Yeah,
a
that's a
water
fountain,
feature.
yeah.
They kill that. Well, they don't kill that zombie, but they do shoot it with a shotgun. What's Alan saying? Oh, you guys can
Deacon.
hear Deacon again. He's right outside. He knows we're in here trying to do something, so he likes to camp out right outside the door. And I don't know what he's doing, making a lot of noise. Probably playing Ninja or something like that. Anyway, they're a little perturbed at this, so they go hauling ass into an elevator. They think there might be more zombies down there. Get in the elevator, go upstairs, and then that's where they get accosted by mall security. These fucking douchebags. There's 3 of them. You got CJ, Bart, and Tommy, I think, was the kid. I forget his name. It doesn't really matter. But these guys are ass clowns. There's a reason they're mall security, because they probably couldn't get a real job.
Yeah. You got Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Yeah, these guys are turds. But they have guns. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Wisconsin that your mall security needs to be armed.
Well, Dee said everybody's intoxicated over there, so
That's true.
You
That's
need to
true.
calm them down somehow.
I guess so. You would think a nice leisurely stroll around the old Bed Bath & Beyond would have a soothing effect. If not, CJ's got a 357 Magnum. Okay. So they agree to let the initial group out and to stay and to hang out, but they have to give up their guns. Andre had a Glock, and Ken had the police issue shotgun. They give them up, and then they're kind of treated like prisoners for the first day.
Yeah.
They have to they're assigned tasks, and they have to stay in designated areas, and they're not allowed to go to the bathroom by themselves and shit like that. They spend the first night, everything's fine. They get the second day. They start painting signs on the roof and the walls saying there's people alive in here. And an army helicopter does fly by, and they all start, hey, we're down here, but then it just keeps going. Now, there was a scene that was written for this movie that involved the helicopter, where the helicopter was going to actually land and offer to take them away.
Yeah.
But as they're getting into the helicopter, they realize that the helicopter pilot has been bit.
Oh.
So then they're like, we'll get the next one.
Yeah.
We'll just tell your friends. Tell your friends when you get back to wherever. So that's pretty gnarly. The next day comes around. Everybody's, back on task and stuff. And pretty soon we see another, a moving truck speeding through the parking lot, plowing through zombies. And Tommy, the only half-decent security guard there, is like, oh my God, they're coming, we gotta let them in. So everybody runs up to the roof and starts watching this moving truck tearing through the parking lot. And we get this, a mutiny on the bounty type of a situation where Mike and Ken kind of overpower CJ and Bart and take their guns. They're like, okay, we're gonna let these people in, we have to save these people. So they do. And then we get 6, 7... newcomers, other survivors show up. We find out that this moving van is driven by an old lady who I guess just drives a moving van around, and she was driving around during the zombie apocalypse, heard on the CB radio that this church was a safe place to go, got there as the zombies were overtaking the church, so she piled everybody in that she could save, and then they started driving around, and that's how they come across the mall. Very heroic, this old lady. I don't know that I would do the same.
Mm-mm.
No?
I wouldn't.
No? You're not going to help anybody.
Fuck no.
Oh my God.
You die when you help people.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're stupid about it.
No way.
If there's a zombie apocalypse and Monica shows up at your house, don't let her in. She's just going to make things worse. She's going to start complaining about how all you have is meat and, I got
I don't have to worry. I don't.
Well, no, of course not.
I can find some twigs outside.
Yeah, zombies aren't going to eat you either. They're going to be like, yeah, no meat on this one. So anyway, they get the newcomers inside. We meet these new survivors. We got, most of these people don't even have names. They do, but I couldn't tell you what they are.
It doesn't matter.
You got skanky blonde. You got gay churchgoer. You got old lady. You got Steve.
That's Steve.
Steve was the douchebag. Who else you got? I think that was about it, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, you got big fat lady who's already dead.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second, though. And then you got Max.
Her daughter, right? Is that who you're calling the blonde?
No, the blonde skank.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you got Max Headroom, by the way. Matt Fuhrer. You know who that guy was?
Oh, that guy's off the TV show, right?
He was the original Max Headroom. Did you know that?
No.
That was the original Max. I think there was only one Max Headroom.
Oh.
He was Max Headroom. Man.
Okay.
Yeah. And his daughter, who is played by the redhead that was in Wrong Turn.
Yes.
And
she's a skank.
She's hot. I would like to touch her. I don't know her name. It's not important.
Cry Wolf.
Cry Wolf was another good one. Kick-Ass 2. She's been in a lot of genre movies. I don't know if she's ever gotten naked in any of them. I feel like she might have. I don't know her name. I will research that and get back to you, and possibly with a Mr. Skin report to see if she has, in fact, gotten naked. Anyway, she's in there. There's also a big fat lady that is in a wheelbarrow, and they're wheeling her out of the truck, and I can tell you right now, she's already dead. She's got all nasty, sweaty, the veins showing through the skin. That's a bad idea. That is a bad idea.
No, we're leaving her outside.
I'll leave her in the truck.
Yes.
I'm not going to put her outside. But I will. She's got to be like.
She's already gone.
In a place where she cannot get to me or anybody else. They wheel her in. Anna's a nurse, so she starts offering to check these people out and stuff. For the most part, everybody's okay except for Max Headroom, who got bit in the hand. Oh, there's also the redneck guy. I think he had a broken ankle or something like that.
Yeah.
There's one weird, out of place redneck that shows up. So Max Headroom has been bit in the hand. The redneck guy has a broken ankle, and of course the fat lady is already dead. Anna starts looking at the fat lady. She's like, well, her heartbeat's really weak, and she should have a fever, but she's really cold. We know what that means, don't we? She's going to be chasing people in about 5 minutes from now, and that might just be you. So, that's pretty much what happens. The fat lady expires, and then 5 minutes later she pops up, and she's gone full savage on you. She is like sprinting through the Eddie Bauer, trying to grab herself some Hannah and take a nice big bite out of her. That's pretty gnarly. What's Alan saying? Slow zombies in the South wouldn't last long. Yeah, no, everybody's got guns down there. And that's the difference between a zombie movie. Like, if this was a Romero apocalypse, it would just be a shooting gallery. People would be out there. People would be out there like rounding up zombies to release them later and then shoot them for sport. You know what I mean? But these ones are not fucking around, Monica. You go to a reload and there's going to be 3 of them up your ass. And you will not enjoy that, sir. Alan, think about that.
Yeah.
Michelle, yep, that's exactly right, Michelle. Anyway, so that's what happens, dude. Anna gets lucky and just happens to grab a decorative fire poker and shove it right through the fat lady's head. She's out of the equation. But this poses some interesting questions because now we can see that what happens with this infection, how it spreads, what the turnaround rate is on this, which is pretty goddamn quick for a zombie. And then she has to have an uncomfortable conversation with Mike and Ken about, Max Headroom got a bite on the hand there, and he's not feeling too good right now. And Mike's like, I'm just going to go shoot him. I'm just going to go put him out of his misery. So Anna's like, oh, God, no. He's got his hot redhead daughter in there. You can't do that. And Ken is like, oh, we should probably shoot him.
Yeah.
So they all march in there and like, hey, we're here to shoot you. And he's like, what? No, you're not going to shoot me. I'm feeling better, actually. And they're like, well, that's how the infection works.
I'm getting a shark suit or some chain mail.
I know where to get mail. Well, I mean, that's one way to go about it. I like my spear in a narrow alleyway theory. I think that's but get a Spartan spear, Alan. I think you already have one. And get yourself a nice narrow alleyway. You can handle 50, 60 of these zombies before you even get tired. As long as you keep stabbing them in the head. That's another podcast, though. So they go in there, and then they're like, you know what? We're going to shoot you. And she's like, no, not my dad. And he's like, we got to shoot you, man. You're going to get infected. You're going to bite everybody else. They do probably what I would have done, and that's clear everybody out of there. Leave one guy behind with a shotgun. Let him die naturally, like a decent human being.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he gets up, that's how I would have done it. And that's how they did it. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
From there, we get like a nice little montage of them adjusting to life in the shopping mall, which actually I think would be pretty dope.
Shelly says he's talking to the TV like we can hear him.
We can hear you. Alan, I hear you, man. I'm with you. Monica's reading your things. Who's the G?
Oh, isn't that
I'm glad
Tony?
you didn't kill him. Bang. I think that is. Tony, what's up, dude? It's good to see you back on the show here.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony. So from there we get a nice Richard Cheese montage, which I like, Tony, by the way. I enjoy some Richard Cheese. Monica does not, as you'll hear earlier in the show. Downright furious with him, by the way. Nice little Richard Cheese montage of them adjusting to life at the shopping mall. We find out there's another guy at a gun shop right across the parking lot. Guy's name is Andy, and he's got a gun shop, and he's, I guess he had some food in there for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Didn't last very long, though, unfortunately. So I think we're jumping ahead probably about 4 weeks. No, probably like 1 week, I would say, or so.
Well, yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah, and what we're finding out here is that they have incarcerated the mall security, CJ and Bart, and they've got like a weird prison relationship going on. We have like a budding relationship between Mike and Anna. Luda, we find out that Luda was bit also during the initial get to the shopping mall rush.
They played him in the Olive Garden.
Wow. Wouldn't expect that. Luda was also bitten, so that's going to be a problem. And Andre and Luda are covering it up because they have like taken over the kids' clothing store, and they're not. Luda's not coming out of there. And every time Anna offers to go check on her, they tell her no because she's slowly turning into a zombie. So that's going to be a problem. And that's about where we're going to pick up. They're all having dinner in the food court one night, and then the lights go out. Okay, a couple of things here. First thing we got to do is get the lights back on, but nobody knows where the generator is or how it operates. So we have to broker an uneasy truce with the mall security turds and get them to take us down to the parking garage, show us where the generators are and how to get those sons of bitches running. So Ken and Mike go round up CJ and Bart, and they start poking around down there. While that's going on, we're going to cut upstairs to Luda.
Lufa was scratched. She wasn't bitten. Pay attention.
Go! Whoa! There, Tony. Whoa! Who the fuck? How did a zombie scratch her? Was there a zombie with Lee press-on nails, Tony? Did I miss something?
They probably went to like grab her and then nicked her.
It's silly. By all means, inmates, call me on my bullshit, because I've got a lot of it, and I'm just getting warmed up. So anyway, Luda's infected, Tony, okay, and she is now in labor also, which is pretty gnarly. Lights are out. Andre goes out to get a flashlight, comes back in. She's screaming and thrashing around. Downstairs, Bart, CJ, Ken, and the old Mike are running around trying to find these generators in the dark. There's something following them. You can see the shadows and shit. Turns out it's a dog. It's a little... Oh, it's a mutt. He was a
dog.
mutt. But it's a mutt.
I don't care.
All
He
right.
was cute.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. It's a dog, and they kind of adopt the dog now. It's like their mascot. They're like, oh, it's a dog. I told you I saw something. But then the zombies show up because apparently zombies somehow have been in the parking garage the whole time and just didn't think to go upstairs. So, big shootout, chase ensues there in the parking garage. Apparently there's gas tanks.
My daughter said you sound like a naughty cat.
Apparently there's like gas pumps in the parking garage of the shopping mall. I don't know why they would have that. But oddly enough, they had it in the parking garage in Land of the Dead too. Remember that? When John Leguizamo sprays Dennis Hopper's limo and then lights it on fire.
I can kind of see why.
I've never been in a parking garage that had gas pumps in it.
Well, I think that's a European thing.
Well, we're in Milwaukee. Whatever. I'm just saying it's odd. I've never seen that. So that's all well and good. They have to like spray these zombies with gas and then light them all on fire. As that's happening, they get the lights back on. The old lady, the old truck driver, is upstairs. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take some supplies to."
Alan said it's for the mall cops.
For the mall cops, they're all on.
For the mall cops' trucks.
Oh, they get their own gas pumps. They can't go to a gas station. Whatever. You're probably right, Alan. I have no idea. Anyway, old lady truck driver goes and checks on Andre and Luda. The baby has since been birthed in like a weird blood geyser that came out of her goddamn vagina.
To fuel shuttles. Pay attention.
So they have their own gas pumps at the mall that they only use. I don't care. I don't even care anymore. I'm done talking about gas pumps.
You're looking into this too much.
I am. I'm just saying it's a weird thing that seems to show up in a lot of zombie movies. Night of the Living Dead. The guy had his own gas pump on a farm. Is there a truck that comes by 3 times a week and fill? I don't know. I'm done. I'm done talking about gas pumps. All right. Anyway, so she shows up after the baby has been born. Luda or Andre has already killed zombie Luda, so that's good. Or no, he hasn't. He put a bit in her mouth. The old lady shows up. She's like, oh boy, Luda's a zombie now, and she's strapped to the bed, which is good, but she's still a fucking zombie. So got to do something about that. And then she looks up at Andre, and Andre's got little zombie baby, and she's like, we need to discuss that baby there, Tiger, because she's a zombie. The baby's probably a zombie. And then a shootout ensues. Old lady gets killed. Andre gets killed. The old lady manages to put Luda down, and then that's when everybody else runs in because they hear the gunfire and they see the zombie baby. All right, well, they got to shoot that thing too. They didn't really have to. It didn't really pose a threat. There's no teeth or nails.
Well, why not just put it out of
You
its
might as well.
misery?
You might as well just. It's already dead.
Yeah.
So you might as well just kill it. Get it over with. That's pretty gnarly. Now we're going to cut to a couple days later after things
The
have calmed down.
farmers' tractors would need gas. Duh.
So you get your own on-site gas pump. How much does something like that cost, you suppose? A lot. I can tell you that. Whatever.
I'll ask my friend in Wisconsin.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they live on a farm.
Do they have their own gas pumps?
I don't know. He has his own street named after him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he invent the printing press or something?
Well, they have like soy and cattle.
Oh.
Yeah, they have the works out there.
Alrighty. So now we're going to cut to a couple days later. Actually, first we're going to cut to the big funeral scene. We have to have this funeral scene. And this is where we get this ridiculous idea. It happens in every zombie movie. We get somewhere safe, and everything's cool for a minute or two, and then somebody says, I don't want to die here.
It's perfect!
Motherfucker, if you starve to death in this situation, you win. You won. Because the alternative is getting bitten to death by fucking dead people. Think, which would you prefer, inmates? Starvation or being bitten to death by old dead people? Well, maybe not old dead, but dead people. Think about that. I'll take starvation.
I'm not leaving the mall.
I'm not leaving the goddamn mall. In fact, I will encourage everybody else to leave the mall. Hey, you gotta go. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here with the Starbucks and the food court, and I'll be fine. I will probably live to a ripe old age while you guys are out fucking spray painting trucks or whatever you're doing. So everybody gets on board with this plan.
Hi, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party. It's me and Monica party tonight. So they get this wise idea that they're going to fortify the shuttle buses, drive them across town to a marina, and then they're going to...
James said he's ordering a pizza and he'll come over.
Oh, really? Who's James Reno? Oh, is that Buddy?
I don't know.
Buddy, is that you? If you're seriously want to bring a pizza over, I will have a slice. I'd like a pepperoni sausage, if that's what you're going to do. I don't...
Ooh, pepperoni sausage.
No, don't come on. Don't. I walked right into that one. Don't bring a pizza over. My wife is making dinner right now. Anyway, that's stupid, man. But... So that's what they do. They fortify these shuttle buses. Unfortunately, we lost Bart, the dipshit that Monica wants to have sex with down in the basement there. But we do kind of come to uneasy terms with CJ, so he's on the team now. They fortify these shuttle buses. We get a very A-Team-esque montage of them welding and grinding and spray painting and stuff. And unfortunately, as they're getting ready to do this, they see Andy across the way, and they realize that he's run out of food. So we need to accelerate this process a little bit. To kind of stave this off a little bit, we come up with this ingenious scheme that we're going to outfit the dog with some food, have Andy blow a whistle, and the dog will run right across through the zombies. Apparently, these zombies don't care to eat dogs. So that's what they're gonna do. They put like a carrier vest on the dog. They put some food in there. Andy's got like a little dog door that he can open and close, and the dog goes hauling ass across the way. The dog makes it over there. Unfortunately, Andy's not quick enough on the dog door, so one of the zombies gets in there and bites Andy. Shit, that sucks. But
and they killed the dog.
I don't think they did kill the dog. No, they didn't.
They didn't?
No, because remember at the very end, when they find the video camera, you see the dog run up the thing to the island.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the dog's over there at Andy's. Andy's been bit. They don't want to tell him. They know what that means, but they don't want to tell Andy that. So they're like, hey, man. They're talking over handheld radios. They're like, hey, man, yeah, we're going to come get you pretty soon. While they're having this conversation, the hot redhead decides she's grown way too attached to the dog. She's going to jump in one of these armored vehicles and haul ass over there and go get him. All on her lonesome. Now, why didn't this plan come to mind when we were initially thinking about how to get food to Andy? God, you got an armored vehicle. Why don't you just drive it over there and hand it to him? I mean, the dog does make more sense if it works, which it did.
Yeah, they could have drove right up to the door.
Yeah, deliver it to him. Hey, it's a pizza. Knock yourself out, big guy.
Oh, boy.
Well, anyway. She drives right over there, no problemo. Gets right into Andy's dog door there, not a problem. And she gets the radio and starts talking to them. They're like, oh my God, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Unfortunately, Andy has since expired and it is now in full zombie mode. The good news is that the hot redhead is like locked herself in a wall locker or something like that. Bad news is that zombie Andy knows she's in there and he's like banging on the door trying to get in at her. So we're doing this now. We were supposed to do it in 5 days. We're doing it now. The first thing they want to do is they need to get that shuttle bus back. Or actually, she didn't take the shuttle bus. She took the moving truck.
Yeah, she didn't take the bus.
So we need to go over there, get Andy's guns and the redhead, because that's, who everybody wants to have sex with. So how are we going to do that? Now some more ideas get thrown out there. Apparently there's an underground tunnel that goes about halfway across the parking lot. Again, this would have...
Yeah, why didn't
we think of this before we sent the dog? I don't know,
boy.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So they get into the sewer. They get down there. They pop out like right in front of Andy's shop, but they still have about 25 meters to clear before they're inside. So, and of course we have the zombie mosh pit going on in between them and the door. They get in there. Everything's cool. They have to shoot Andy, of course. They load up on guns and stuff, and then he's got a bunch of propane tanks in there. So CJ runs up to the roof, lights a road flare, sticks it in a propane tank, throws it into the zombie crowd, and then shoots the propane tank, which lays everybody down. That's when everybody downstairs goes hauling ass back into the sewer. They get there, everybody's great, except Tucker, the redneck, falls and breaks his other ankle, I guess, going back into the sewer. So CJ's got to kind of pull him through the sewer while Tucker's firing at the zombies. That part was kind of cool. They get there, and now they haul ass back into the shopping mall. Unfortunately, they can't get the doors closed before the rest of the zombies get into the mall. So this plan is happening now. Everybody hauls ass down to the parking garage, gets in the armored vehicles, and out they go. And it's just like it's like Ozfest for zombies. There, that's what the crowd of zombies looks like. They go plowing through them. It's going pretty smooth, but there's too many goddamn zombies, dude. They can't get through the crowd. So CJ gets up. He's got another propane tank. He throws that in there. An Incredible Hulk zombie picks it up like I'm going to throw it back at you. But then CJ shoots the propane tank, and it lays all the zombies down, and they go hauling ass through the city. They get to about, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Wisconsin or Milwaukee. I think they made it about halfway to this marina when one of the buses overturns. Kills the gay churchgoer and the blonde skank. Knocks Ken around pretty good. And Steve is the first one up. He's a bit of a turd. He doesn't try to help anybody. He just grabs a gun and goes hauling ass out of the bus. As soon as he gets out there, though, he gets jumped by zombies and killed. Van 1 saw that, so they throw it in reverse and go back to pick up the survivors, which unfortunately is only Ken at this point. And then they're like, oh, fuck, okay, we gotta go. So Ken gets in Van 1, they start hauling ass, but then Anna's like, whoa, hold on there. She gets out, kills zombie Steve, and gets the keys to the boat. Good thing she was thinking of that, because I would have just left their asses. What happened when Tank was shot? Big boom! That's how it went down, Troy. All the zombies, they felt like dominoes, dude. They just went... Cleaned up the whole parking lot. So, I got sound effects for you, Troy. God damn it, if that's what you want to hear. So they go hauling ass to the marina. They get there. The truck
It blew up because we taped a road flare to it.
Well, you had to shoot it also. You tape the road flare, you throw it, and then you shoot it, and then kaboom. I don't think that's actually how it would work, to be honest with you. I don't know. I have no idea.
If you shot it?
Maybe. Alan
said he once shot a propane tank.
Did it knock over a bunch of zombies, Alan? I don't know. I would expect there would be a pretty good bang.
No, I did it. I did this in real life.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're asking. Yeah. Did it go boom?
I would imagine the explosion wouldn't be that big, right? I mean, it was just one of those little tanks.
Oh, yeah, for a little one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, they get to the remaining survivors get to the dock. Unfortunately, the truck kind of crashes through the dock, which gets stuck. Everybody piles out except for CJ, who is trying to get some more guns on his way out. Zombies mob the truck, trapping CJ. He shoots another propane tank inside the truck. Again, boom, and zombies go down. At this point, we're down to Mike, Anna, hot redhead, dorky security guard, and that's it, and the dog. They get to the dock, everybody gets on the boat, they're all like, okay, here we go, we're gonna go to this island. And Mike's like, yeah, you guys go have fun. And they're like, wait a minute. And then we find out that Mike got bit, and he's gonna stay behind. And that's pretty much, they sail off, and Mike's standing there on the dock, and then that's pretty much the end of your movie. Except we get a little credit cookie situation where they found Steve's camcorder in the boat there, and he had a lot of hot topless chicks on this boat, which I kind of like. I like that about Steve, that he was able to do that. And then they start recording their own stuff, and it's like them getting to the island. The island that they wanted to go to, of course, was mobbed already with zombies.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for, that ending.
Oh, yeah. And they get off the boat, and then the dog goes running up into the island, and then here comes the horde of zombies, and get back on it! And then you just see zombies gnawing at the camera, pretty much. And that's the end of your movie, right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering how the zombie infection got to an island. Because if you're like on a sandals resort island, somebody infected would have had to gone over there on a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. There's a sandals resort on the weird island. Well, they found that. You remember that other boat that they found? It had like a severed head in a cooler.
Oh yeah.
That's probably how that shit got started. Who the hell was the maniac with a severed head in the cooler? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. But I like to think that they all got killed on the island.
Oh, Troy said oxygen tanks have a bigger bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. I like this movie a lot.
It's everywhere. Jeez.
Yeah, man. Quit thinking about stuff.
Isn't there one safe place you could possibly go?
I just took about 20
The Vatican City.
That's the worst place ever. Why would you go there? That's where everybody would go.
Because it's full of demons.
They're not going to save you from zombies. They're going to direct the zombies at where you are. She's hiding in that closet. Go. Right there, that closet.
The movie takes place over 29 days.
Really? Didn't seem like that long. I was thinking like a week and a half, but that's cool. I like this movie a lot. I'm with Tony. I actually like this one more than the original. I think this is a better horror film. I like the original very much also, but that I think is more of a political, social commentary type of a movie. This is a horror movie. I am not wanting... The original, I would go to. I would be in that zombie apocalypse. Because like I said, it would be a shooting gallery. And towards the end, the thing about Romero zombie movies is always the other people you have to look out for.
Yes.
Well, fuck those guys, man. Mm-hmm. Like that biker gang that shows up in the original, I'm going to hang with them. They look like a lot of fun. They got sombreros and stuff. Tom Savini's running around with a cavalry saber, stabbing people. Where the fuck did he get a cavalry saber? I don't care. They look like fun. But in this one, I'm more worried about the zombies. And I think that's how zombie movies should be, right?
Shelley said she's never been able to watch the original.
Shelley,
I love this one.
Shelley, check out the original. It has very little to do with this one, but it has its merits. You know, it's more of a...
See, I love the first one.
You like it better than this one?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was the first... It set the movie. This is how it should have been.
I don't think the first one is really a horror movie. I know it is, but it just...
Oh, if you... Where's your words?
Oh,
okay, shit. Night of the Living Dead? Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. Night of the Living Dead was scary because it was like on a global thing and you're stuck in a fucking farmhouse.
I think for me this is just because it was like the first one I saw when I was a kid, and it's always going to be my favorite
So
one.
It's more of a nostalgia thing.
Yes.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I think it's a great show. Monica, you didn't like this movie. Is that correct?
It was okay. I've watched it 10 times.
I saw it 3 times in the theater.
Oh, yeah. See, I watch it every time it comes on, but yeah, it's okay.
If you were stuck in the mall with those people, who would you end up getting into a fist fight with first? The blonde skank, probably.
No, the redhead.
Why the redhead? She just lost her dad.
Because me and skanks get along.
Oh my God. She just lost her dad. You're going to beat her up in the parking lot. You're inhuman. You are inhuman. You're a cold-hearted... Wow. You heard it here, inmates.
Actually not. I probably would have gotten in a fight with the security guard with the beady little mustache.
CJ?
I hated
CJ,
that guy.
What was your problem with
He
CJ?
was a dick.
Well, he was, but he had everybody's best interest at heart. He's like, I'm not letting them in. They're going to bring the infection. And what happened? They brought the fucking infection. He was right. Should have listened to CJ, dude. Well, you shouldn't have, because then a lot of more people would have gotten killed out in the parking lot.
Yeah, honestly, I would have tried to get in the building with Andy.
That's probably your best bet.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a lot of food. You're not going to last long.
Well, I would have brought food for
That's
him.
probably good. Yeah.
But that would have probably been the safest place to stay.
You're not getting across that parking lot.
Yeah.
There was probably, what do you think, like 3,000, 4,000 zombies in that parking lot?
Oh, it seemed like more.
Ooh, it looked like the crowd at Ozfest.
Yeah, it was endless.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And see, that's something you didn't get in the original. The zombies were always slow, spread out. When they first got into the shopping mall, they're just walking around popping zombies.
I did like
Casual.
the scene where they were up on the roof and they were taking shots at the
Oh, at
zombies.
the celebrity lookalikes?
Yes, that would have been me.
Yeah, you got to find some way to keep yourself entertained. Your dating options are a bit limited. If you had to engage in a sexual relationship with somebody in that mall, who would it be? I'm going right after Sarah Pauly.
My hand.
Whoa! No. Mm. It's pretty slim pickings, really. You might be right. Peyton Manning may be your best bet.
That's the only one I could see.
I mean, you don't like Jake or Mike. Mekhi Phifer is already taken, obviously. And then other than that, it's Ken. And he's a big, scary black man.
Yeah, and he probably is a big, scary black man in many ways. No, thank you.
All right, inmates. Well, I think that's gonna do it for. We're gonna take a break and come back with some other stuff, and we're gonna sign off of YouTube now.
Tony said skanky blonde.
I don't know about that, Tone. I mean, I think she was nailing more than one guy. You saw her get down with Steve, right? She's wearing lingerie all the time. Forget now. Tony. She's gonna be the motorcycle. Everybody's gonna take a ride on that one. You know, would be my guess.
Well,
I go after Sarah Pauly, Anna.
Well, you got to use one chick to repopulate.
That's true. Well, you got 3 or 4. Well, you can't. You don't want to get down with the old truck driver. Nobody wants that. Who's going? No. And then you got a gay guy. And you're not doing anything with him, obviously.
I hope not.
I feel sorry for him because there wasn't another gay dude in there. No. So he's fucked.
Yes, but straight men always do that.
In prison?
Yeah.
That's not prison. That's a shopping mall. There's a big difference, Monica. Zombie apocalypse versus prison. I won't go zombie apocalypse gay, especially now. That guy was like 90 years old, dude. I could see if. All right, we're getting. I'm gonna sign off before I get myself in trouble.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Yeah, Shelly, watch the original. Give it a shot.
All right, inmates. We'll take another minute or two here. Mm-hmm. Anybody got any questions or comments or concerns? Would old trucker take her teeth out, Alan? Come on, man. I think those were her real teeth. I could be wrong. Her name, the actress that played her was Jane Eastwood. I wonder if she's related to Clint Eastwood. Huh. Or Scott Eastwood, or any of the other Eastwoods.
Very interesting.
Gay. Yeah.
Wonder if they had like a Adam and Eve store in that
mall.
would
make life a lot easier.
Yeah. Then everybody would be safe.
Oh yeah, go pick out a battery operated vagina, or maybe you want to get a nice butt plug for the kids. I don't believe I just said that.
There were no children in the movie.
None.
Yeah.
And if there were, I would not offer them a butt plug.
Well, they could probably use it for a pacifier.
Oh! We're going to get banned from YouTube.
Didn't say that.
I'm going to sign off now, and you could eat the gummy panties. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this video is being reported. Okay, we're going to sign off now. Before we get arrested or shut down by the FCC for whatever reason. Thank you for joining us, inmates. We'll see you
next
next week with whatever Monica picks.
All right. Bye, guys.